All right, welcome everybody to Dave Cooper Live, where we showcase the people, the products, and the processes to help us all build it better. And today we are talking about redefining the standards in custom home construction. Yudhisthir Gali joins us on how ARRTSM is using AI and autonomous digital factories to pioneer future-ready modular construction worldwide. This is a show you're not going to want to miss because we have not talked about it in this depth as of yet today. And we're looking at over 3,000 interviews. But first, before we get into any of this, we always have to thank our sponsors. So let's take a moment and thank them, and we're going to get right into the show afterwards.
Forward Solutions Group is successfully driving companies to succeed where others have failed. Are you looking to start a factory, optimize your existing factory, streamline your production, or take your team to the next level? Whatever your needs are, Forward has a solution for you. Reach out to Ben at forwardsolutionsgroup.com. Halleck Ltd. has a long history of innovation in cold form steel manufacturing and producing innovative precision roll forming technology for customers throughout the United States and the world. Check out their machine buyer's guide for off-site modular construction or fast build construction with light steel for framing. Go to their website, halleckltd.com. Brought to you by Greatech, one of the largest Autodesk partners globally and software developer of the PowerPack Advanced Design, Advanced Steel, and the StruxSoft product line. The complete solution to automate wood and light gauge steel framing, design, and documentation all the way out to CNC output, model, design, and manufacture with StruxSoft. Learn more at StruxSoftSolutions.com.
All right. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. We can't do it without them. I am sitting in beautiful Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I'm happy to be here because our daughters have made the top 28 teams in women's hockey, and they're playing in the national event. So therefore, not in the studio, but that doesn't mean we don't still bring you the best and the brightest in the industry. So let's hop into it. Let's bring in Yudhisthir Gali. Yudhisthir, thank you, sir, for joining us. How are you today?
Fine. Thank you. Thank you, Dave, for inviting me and the team for making it happen.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Love that you're joining us today. I love that we're talking about this topic because AI is the topic everywhere. But before we get into this, we want to know everything about you from the moment you were born to this very moment in time. Do not leave out any of the good stuff from the hospital or Yudhisthir. We may have your mother on the phone. The floor is yours.
Okay, maybe she's there in Nepal. So I was born in Nepal, in the mountains of Nepal. It was far away from all those civilization model, which you know. So we used to walk like 10 hours to go to our village in the mountain. And there I actually started all this thinking about how to develop and how to help the humans. And the company also started there in our mind. My sister and I was climbing the mountains, and there we at the last, after 8 hours walk, and we thought about helping the humans and come up with this name. And then I studied in Kathmandu, and afterwards I went to Germany, and where I lived like more than 20 years and worked so long. And then I came to United States.
Yeah. So, and how long have you been in the United States now?
Last year in the summer, I opened the company to move all the headquarters here because of so many things like the housing crisis. I was unaware before. I didn't develop the system for that. And then that was the thing.
Yeah, we have a bit of a housing crisis here, but I mean, it's a global crisis. Yes, really. It's happening all over.
I was aware of that. Till I got the mail from Jennifer, and I got I was researching. I was making the robots not actually for the housing crisis. I was making to assist the humans, like the humans. That time, people even didn't know about there was not so much talk in the town about the AI.
Well, we're going to get into a presentation on how you're changing the industry with AI and using the robots. But I really want people to understand the background here because ARRTSM, you've been around for quite some time when it was started, but you've been doing this for a while and you have implemented these in other parts of the world, if not even here in the United States. So why don't you give us a little brief background on how this all came about, how you started this company, when you started it, and then we're going to hop into the presentation so you can tell everybody what it's all about.
Thank you. So how it started is my sister and I wanted to help the humans and make the life easier. That's how the name came, All Right Reserved to Serve the Mankind. So we wanted to help the humans in the Nepal mountains of Nepal. There was not so much technology, so we decided to learn the technology, and that's how it started in the beginning. And then I saw lots of street kids in Kathmandu, and I wanted to help them. Now, finally, I reached my dream. And then I went to the Germany to study mechanical engineering, study aerospace. After that, I was with the machines, busy with lots of CNC machines, and they used to be very difficult to program. They didn't have so big sizes, and then that's time like there were crashes in the machine, and I thought about the AI, 2010, 11. How would be if the machine would be intelligent, and that's how all the technology started. There's
no, finish what you were going to say.
Yeah, and then I try to adopt it with the mass market. So where are the problems? Because I started with a robot as a human hand, so the path, everything, it could assist the humans, because we also had the issues of the laborers, the high-tech laborers were not so much available. Now still we have a very big problem in the whole Europe, so in the Germany mostly. And then the customers were asking about these different type of applications. I started making different type, and more we went to the wood industry and make different type of things. So that is how the technology developed till I was aware sometime this year in the beginning about the housing crisis.
So when we had a conversation a few weeks back before having you on the show, one of the things that really got my attention was not the fact that we're using robots to build things. That's been around now for quite some time. Exactly. But you're making the robots intelligent, being able to make decisions, being able to read plans as the plans are being produced or on the fly. So your robots can go from one project to another project without having 100, digital engineers sitting there reprogramming the entire line each and every time. Is that accurate?
And that's the thing. That's what we did, because we could not sell the robots or the robotic system and build the factory in the Black Forest, which is Schwarzwald in Germany. So, and then you again need a team of engineers to program that. So it was very difficult. And then the customer's demand was, how can I read the data? And that's how it started. So you fit the data, they generate the code. That's how it happens. So you don't have to program it, because we read directly the data, 2D, 3D data, and we make all this machine learning. That time we didn't even know about this lots of things, in the market, like AI, all those things. Yeah.
Right, but now we do, and it's got people's attention, and that's one of the reasons I'm assuming you came over here to the States to bring this technology.
Yes, and then this is exactly what the people need to make so much houses or so many things. We can support whole humanity with this technology, and I'm also planning to open more and more and teach the people, because one company alone cannot solve this problem. It's an accumulated problem,
So the whole idea then is, how can we do more with less? How can you speed up the production line? How can you bring technology, if I'm understanding this right, into the production of housing and keep the cost very low, so you can actually run and make affordable housing for everybody? Is that the whole concept here?
Yes, exactly. That's the concept, because exactly that's how you can change the whole process, and you can accelerate the process. You can make more with the less.
So right now in the industry, a lot of people are doing the kit of parts, right? And they're doing cloud-based generative design, parametric design. And I really want people to understand, you're saying you don't need to do that. We can take your plans as long as they're designed for manufacturing, and just the robot will make changes, whether it's a single family home on the line right now to a multi-family home. It'll just automatically be able to think its way through.
That's the thing. Yeah, we can make the parts according to the parts. So the parts, you have the combination in the whole factory. You have the combination of the PLC and the NC. So these both, and the fixtures and the movements, you can just put, instead of the classical, we can make the AI controlled completely. We made that. Yeah, that's what we do.
You have a presentation. Is it all right if I share it and we walk through it?
Yeah, we can go through it. Yeah.
There you go. You're in control.
Yes, this is like I said, like after I knew about these things, and then I designed the whole thing according to the. Normally, we were like doing more in the robotic systems and the factories in Germany, and then we adapted to the United States market. So since 2011, I'm working with the robots in different form, different applications. And here in Ohio, we are now almost finished with all the plannings and everything. So we'll be also releasing the press. We are making a factory where we can make 2,000 to 4,000 home components and make 2,000 homes fully autonomous.
So that's in Ohio now, and has that manufacturing facility been built?
Yes, this manufacturing facility is being built now in the final stage of planning. Yeah.
Yep. So before this slide, there was a roadmap. Do you want to walk us through kind of the roadmap? Is that the roadmap to how we can get to where you're at with your process?
This is all about the development of the different phases and different things what we have done in the past decade. Yeah.
Got it. So these are how you started in 2011
yes.
to where you are today with yes. the headquarters in the USA. Got it.
Yes,
okay.
We did the engineering, and then the first version of the robot was there, and we made different type of applications, and finally we concentrate more on the housing industry.
Great. Go ahead.
Yes, instead of point controlled robots, we use the path controlled robots. That's a thing. So we design the software to make the path.
Explain what that means. So we have a lot of listeners that don't use robots yet.
Classical robot are teaching robot. They have the point controlled, and at some point, like there is a like in the CNC machines, you can go to the that's the comparison. Robots are teaching, and so they have the points. If you put something from here to there, so you have to teach the points. Instead of that, then afterwards they come the offline programming, all those things. But the path controls, you can do all the milling application, and you can do more. And in the room, the robot will move like a human hand.
Got it. So if somebody had existing robots now, would they be able to implement what you have as long as it's a path robot, or can you convert them?
It should be. There should be the software possibilities. We work with the KUKA and with the software, CNC software there. So it's not possible to do with all sort of robot.
Excellent.
So this was like one of the first application where the customer wanted the full autonomous with a different type of thing, handling, milling, with the cameras, like image processing and generating the whole path. Here we also milled the big pieces, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was the first one which the customer wanted, as that's near Austria, where we wanted to make this whole kind of autonomous first carpentry robot. There's where the woodworking things started. Although we got the research grant also in the Fraunhofer, and we made that first robot cell there, but fully autonomous with controlled everything. It was made first with the customer, together for the customer application. So it was like more customer oriented, what the customer wanted to make. We we were lucky enough to get so much customers and fix the problems as we go.
Yeah. So how did you get your first customer when doing this? I'm just curious.
I was good in the programming world of the CNC machine, so never lacked the customer. I don't know why. So every time it was oversold most of the time, rather than not having the customer. And maybe because of the skilled labor problem in Germany, it was always. So we also make the multi robotic program where we could make the faster cycle time, and then the joineries. And this is the biggest advantage of the robots making the big, huge parts.
So where is this out? Where is this being built at? Is that here in the States or overseas?
That is in near the castle. Kassel. There, it's in Germany, in the middle of the Germany almost. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And walk me through what I'm seeing here. So on the top left, I see the robots are working on the panels coming down the line. Is this a
Yeah.
volumetric or a panelized build? It looks like a panelized build according
It's
to
a
the top right.
panelized. Yeah, it's a panelized.
Mm-hmm.
The technology is the same. I mean, it's a path control robot. It reads the data. It moves according to the, and it does the handling and everything. So that's the technology anywhere you implement. So we also made in the stone. So this is like basically the technology wherever you eat, but use. We try to focus more on the housing and the more on the green economy because of the difference that we can make for the humans.
If I'm a manufacturer that's looking to automate my production line with robotics, and I look at what you're doing versus what other companies out there have been installing, what problem is this solving for me as a factory owner that has different products coming in all the time? Because it's not really the robot, it's the software and the AI that you've created that is the solution here.
Yes, we also could implement this in the CNC machines and all those other machines that could be implemented. Yeah, that is the thing. So what we can do is we just can do according to the design. So the data, what we get, the code is generated according to that. And the path.
And you don't need a team of people to do this.
Yes, exactly.
So the big difference is here that the software is going to handle what we're currently doing with a lot of humans right now.
It thinks and does, it assists the humans. Yeah, human can concentrate on the design and all those stuffs. Yeah, exactly. All those stops, noisy stops and all this it does the robot or the CNC machine. So it's the same application. Yeah.
Yeah. And how fast is this machine? Like the technology, how fast can this run the production line?
They are quite faster than the CNC machines because their speeds are like 3 meters per second. That's but the tools, it depends on the application. We can't run so fast like the robots can do. Robots are quite fast.
Yeah. And do you have any white papers on value adds that, again, I'm a manufacturer, I want to add automation, what am I going to see in productivity here? How much productivity will I gain? What's going to be my ROI on using your technology versus somebody else?
We have calculated with lots of different customers, like these customers and others. We find like most of the time the ROI is 2.5 years.
Yeah. So 2.5 years for your return on investment.
Yeah, maximum 3, but 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, all in that range. So it's really good. And in another side, when we go to the cycle time is unbeatable. You can combine. We have combined the robots and accelerated the process very fast. So you can add how much you want. That's the thing. There is unlimited amount of possibilities. So you can add more robots like humans. You have the factory with too many robots. You can produce faster. You can go even to a few seconds. Yeah.
To a few seconds. Got it. Interesting. So when you say 2.5 years, that's the robotic line. That's based on a panelized line. Let's just say that's the robots. That's the software technology, the setup, everything that's involved. Does that include the factory?
That include everything. That's what we calculated. We have the, like you said, we have the document from the customers and what we did the product, and now what we are doing, we calculated beforehand. Yes.
So, all right. So you're blowing my mind. So you're not only doing the AI, but in the software for the robotics and automation, you guys are designing, layout, and building the manufacturing facility?
Yes, that's what we do. Yeah. That's since last year we started this. So we considered, we did we stopped selling the robots for the different application. We rejected lots of projects which were new to us, and we concentrated and focused on this building the factory.
On the overall project. Now, do you take some ownership, or do I just hire you and you do this, or are you looking for partners as well?
We are actually looking for the partners, and we want that the factory belongs to us. and you can use it, or others can use it to produce the thing. That's the business model what we are following.
Got it. So you're looking for financial partners that want to be in the production space or already in the production space and interested in doing it in a different way that has more productivity. But
Yes.
you guys want to stay owners and partners in the project.
Exactly. So we can assist in the area. So the idea is to make the regional manufacturing, so we don't have to ship all around the world. So we can empower all the regions. So we have different factories where the people can collect their goods. So we don't have to ship all around the world.
Understood. Now, this is panelization. What are the different areas of housing that you work on when it comes to manufacturing? Would you just work on truss plants, or is it only panels that you're looking to do?
Oh, we do all in the housing, but we mostly concentrated on the natural material. We do everything what comes there. Yeah.
So so this is basically wood-based. So when you say natural material, wood-based material, not steel.
Wood and stone, and yeah, exactly. But steel is also, like, now I heard different stories, like what if we use the steels that are made from the old cars? So that makes me also aware, and I'm also aware of that. So we could possibly make there also. Yeah. Background is steel, actually. Where I started my whole things was we had more metals in the beginning, and then it shifted to the wood.
To the wood. All right, I'm going to put your presentation back up here so we can continue on with that conversation if there's more to go there. One second. There it is.
So basically, here you see the things the same robot or the system can do with the different parts. Yeah, that's actually the basic where we come from.
Got it. So it looks like, is that railings and furniture and
yeah, exactly. You can make different things, and that is where we come from. So the customers design. That's why we can make different things with the same system or the same factory, because we don't have to adapt it or we don't have to. Yeah.
Got it. You don't have to adapt the robots each and every time. It can read the plans and the data from, is it a Revit file? Is that what it's getting it from, or plug into a Revit file? What is it?
We have like a different file system. We have 2D and 3D, DXF, and all those STP, STEP, all. Yeah.
Got it. Great. Is there another slide?
I think that's it.
Okay, great.
How we make the controllers and all those. That's where the beginning of the thing. Yeah.
Understood. Walk me through the process. You just there say, all right, I just watched you on Dave Cooper Live. I'm interested in this. I'm looking for a partner that can build a manufacturing facility, bring technology and AI, give me a return on my investment in 2.5 years, and that includes the factory. And we can build faster and better. How do we get started?
So first of all, we get your models, how you want, what are your parameters. So we try to find out all the designs what you want to build, and we want to know the length, width, height to construct the plant. Yeah, and then and then you can change always the design, different things, but we want to know like how will be your plant. So if the maximum length or the breadth is like let's say we can make 6 meters, then we cannot go beyond that. So there are all these things which we need in the beginning of the program, designing the factory, and then we go forward with our technology, and then we have to how fast you want. So what will be your output? So if you want every 4 hours, every 6 hours, what are your parameters? And we will design that, and then we go backwards and then make the factory according to that, or lease the factory, which is with this like let's say 100,000 square meter, or that's how we start.
Love it. So listen, everybody, if you're just joining us right now, feel free to put comments in, questions, and if you're like most people watching this Saturday and Sunday morning, feel free to put comments and questions in. I'm sure Yudhisthira and his team will get right back to you. So Yudhisthira, tell me, how much does it cost me to get involved with you? Do you have an idea? Is it something you can share, or is it based on location and the size and all that? Which I know that's what you're going to say.
Yeah, that's difficult to say because it starts
Yeah.
from different parameters. So we cannot say like how many robots we should put in the factory, like it's 100 robots or 200 robots, or it depends upon what is the output, the mostly. So depending on, let's say, we can go also a little bit in the numbers. So what happens, like, let's say we want to make 2,000 homes per year, then we'll be like roughly will be around 60 millions or down to that. That's we want to make that as a most, and we can't cross that. And we every 5 years we change the robots, and we want to use those robots to the different countries where we can still make further houses.
Oh, got it. So you'll repurpose the robots, bring in new technology into your existing plants, but repurpose the robots in maybe a developing country or somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's why also we want to retain the ownership, because we can solve the global problem, not only here. So that's our business model.
Now, in the United States, is this the launching ground for this? And is it the launching ground because you proved all this technology with other partners in Europe?
Yes, here in Ohio, yeah.
Got it. I got a question here I'm going to go to from Henry Mickelberg. I think we've already answered this one, though. He says, so do you need CAD and G files, or are you able to use your ML to scrape other design formats, say PDF drawings, or interpret this into movements?
So basically, we can also use the PDF, but we need the CAD data. Yeah, CAD is the best one.
CAD is the best one, but you can use a PDF drawing for it to scrape the data to do that.
We can
and what's the accuracy on that?
Yes, better would be the directly the code conversion would be better from the CAD rather than the PDF.
Got it. And so Yudhisthira, so how big is the team right now that you have here in the United States? I mean, you have a factory going, so I'm assuming you have some people.
Yes, we have programmers. We have the team of the management, and all together we're like 20 of them in different locations of the earth. So not only big, most of the biggest part of the team is still in the Germany, and our own. Yeah.
Right. So help me with this. Can you talk about, where you see the business going right now geographically? And what are you seeing as far as the future and people kind of embracing and adopting your technology? Are you having good feedback right now?
Yes, I think United States has a big market and the potential and also the need, and all around the world. I mean, Europe is also a big market, and there is lots of homes missing there. And I see also the developing countries to open this technology will be good for them also. I'm also trying to now work with, I'm working now at the current making a factory in Africa, and also one I'm trying now in Bangladesh there. So basically lots of projects going on. Yeah. And everywhere there's opportunity all over the world, I see, because automation in the home sector is not so like with the AI and everything, it's not so much. And if we want to implement this technology and teach the people, it will take really long time. So it's better to use the AI and this technology rather than go back.
Yeah, with AI, because I know like when ChatGPT came out, the data that was in AI could have been 2 years old, 3 years old. Is this AI system learning and adjusting in real time always?
Yes, that is the difference. Yeah, we made it in that way. We had to make it because all the changes have to be implemented. So yeah.
Right. The work you're doing in Africa, is it the same as what you're looking to do here with that factory?
Almost a bit, because the wood class is different. They have the class 5 wood. It's more challenging in the working with that wood, and it's a big huge parts. And this is little challenging than the here one, because here these woods are different. They are like class 2, class 3, and different. So that is kind of different. They are also long lasting. Yeah. And difficult to work than the here, and all the processes are a little different than here's.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, process and materials, like you said.
Yeah.
Can you talk about some of the work you're doing with Langman? Are you able to talk about any of that?
That is all about the big parts. So where we have multi tables and the big parts where he directly make all these blocks and take away. So that is that was actually, I didn't know before that was like there used to be such things. I was unaware of lots of things. I mean, I just grew up with the customers. Yeah.
Right. So you're learning from each of your customers as you're doing things as well.
Yes. Yeah. So their need, I basically do what they want to have, and when there is a lots of chances. So basically he was telling like there is hundreds and thousands of such people or such companies, we said similar, the guys who work with the wood and this large part to make the home builders. It's not like in the United States you have big companies, big builders. They are all in regions. They make they are small, but they are capable of doing lots of things.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What haven't we talked about that you want to share with our audience?
I have to think, but let's go see. When I remember, I'll say. Yeah, you have almost taken lots of things. Yeah,
got it, got it. And is your technology patent?
Many of those, but I think it's not good to patent this technology because look, 100 million people have no homes in the world. When I knew that I felt a little bit sad at that moment. So I think it's I have to teach. I'm trying to make more like teach the people how to do it, because all alone I can't make like billions of homes. Billions of people need the home all around the world. So many. I didn't know that before, really.
Well, and is that your driving force, is to solve housing for people that are on the street?
Yes, that is finally I found. I was preparing, I was making, although I was unaware of all the things in the market, but I was making the robot always intelligent. So what there is one thing I want to say. Yeah, exactly. How this was good that you asked me. The thing is, like the robots, we can make mass production. So there is a huge numbers of robots in the whole production. So that is the thing which can solve this problem. So this, like there are hundreds of thousands, robots in the world. They sell I don't know the number exactly now, but it's not like the CNC machines. So when you order a machine and make the factory, it takes a long time. In case of robots, it's like you can implement it very fast, and there are also used robots we can use in other countries. So that's why this technology should be open for I personally think so.
Yeah. So what are some of the questions that people ask you when they first talk to you? Is there any frequently asked questions? What would you tell people to start thinking of that are maybe considering using a technology like yours?
Most of the time they ask the accuracy things. They ask about the datas, like which type of datas and how big and how fast, and those type of questions they have most of the time. Yeah. And then the cost factor also always comes also in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, everything costs money, right? Everybody wants to know there's a price to anything and everything, but 2.5 years for such an investment doesn't sound like a bad investment, so I'm sure there's definitely a lot of questions on the cost there. So today's a really high level, conversation and introduction to ARRTSM, right? Tell me a little bit about how people can get a hold of you, first of all, and how does your process work? If I just want to pick your brain and say, hey, listen, I'm thinking of doing this, or I want to do this, will you give me some time to actually explore what my opportunities may be?
Yes, of course. Why not? And it's also not like I can just teach someone like all those knowledge. It's there are fine things and lots of things which we also learned in so many years. So, but I would be glad to teach the people. So I'm quite I'm working on it. Maybe in 1-2 months I'll be like making really progress to teach the people how to do these things. And Yeah, because in my life I can't solve this problem. I see it's an accumulated problem, like I said in the beginning. So I will be unable to solve, and I want to see the good world and better world than I found.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming and seeing this factory in Ohio. I'm just in Pittsburgh. Can I come check it out?
Yes, sure. It's not so far away. I was there just a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. Right. Well, I definitely, I've definitely been spending some time in Ohio. There's some big projects happening in Ohio that I'm sure you're aware of as well. So yeah, I would love to be able to stop by and talk further about what you're doing. Yudhisthira, what is the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Hold of me. I can't understand maybe.
Contact.
Oh yeah, just write the email. Email is the best way. So info@arrtsm.com. Yeah, that's the best way.
And that's right on your website. And you can see we had the website there in the ticker just a few moments ago. So
yeah,
Yudhisthira, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Dave, and your team. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, listen, it's always an honor. It's a pleasure, you know, and having people like yourself coming to the United States with new ideas, new ways of using technology, and sharing that, and also having a vision of how you can build it better, how we can make housing more affordable, get people off the streets. All of those things fit very closely to what we're trying to achieve here at the Dave Cooper Live Show. As well, and our job is to let people know you exist, and I hope people out there do reach out to you, and get a more in-depth conversation with in-depth questions, because today was just a very high overview, but I would love to see how this all works, and I'm sure other people would as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you too.
All right. And for all of you out there, we have to thank our sponsors and these ones at the end as well. So check out this end card. You stay right there. I'll come back to you after the show. But the rest of you, it's Wednesday. That's right. It's only Wednesday, hump day. You still have a whole nother 2 days. That's right. Or a day and a half to build it better. So get out there, get to doing, and share the knowledge, because that's the only way we're going to solve all of these problems around the world. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching. Bye now.
What an amazing show. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us to continue to bring all of these innovative conversations to all of you out there. Please visit them, see what they have to offer you, and as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring that bell. It would mean the world to us. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching.